Party people! Party in the house. We're a little late, but we just wanted to make sure we're all set up and we're all Gucci.
Yes, we had to make sure that our whiskers were wet.
We were combing our tails and we had to have our owners throw out our litter box before we could take another, whatchamacallit, a dump in the litter box. How you guys doing?
Guys, there's so much crypto news happening. It's like every day something new.
Every day we're shuffling.
Every day.
Every day. Every day we're shuffling.
Disclaimer, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. We are not offering financial advice. If you're taking financial advice from two kitties, I don't know what to say about your situation. Entertainment purposes only.
Yes, we are not financial experts, so we're just here to make you laugh.
We're crypto kitties.
Well, it's just like, you can't sue us. That's all we're saying.
Disclaimer,
don't sue us if you lose all your money.
Did you invest at $19,000?
That's not our fault.
Yeah.
We hold no responsibility whatsoever.
At all.
So we are clear.
Oh, did you bring the book?
Oh yeah. I brought my book, and I am this much through the book. Can you see my bookmark?
This is Andres Antonopoulos, right?
Yes.
The Internet of Money.
The Internet of Money. I did. I studied this on the plane. And it was great to learn all about it, and I'm still finishing it, so I'll lend it to you as soon as we're done.
And then I can get edumacated.
Yes. Well, you're already educated.
Sometimes I feel like I have no idea what I'm talking about.
You're a high school dropout. What do you know? So yeah, one of the things in this book was he was talking about like a client-server relationship, which is what we're all used to, right? The bank holds all the money, and we are the clients, and they serve us.
Yeah.
So when they serve us, we have no control. It's like they're the parents and we're the kids, and you can't control what fees they put on you.
It's centralized. Right. It's controlled by one central
so it's
institution.
It's like Facebook. Facebook is client-server.
Yeah.
Right? So you log in, Facebook has control. If you look at something online that you're shopping for a couch, all of a sudden it shows up on Facebook because they have all the power.
Okay, that really bugs me because Facebook controls my feed, and sometimes I don't see posts from people. Like, first of all, Facebook doesn't let me tag you and stuff, Esther, unless you have a block on me. Are you blocking me? Are you blocking me? Every time I try to tag you in CryptoKitty stuff, I put at Esther Ku, at Funny Ku, at Esther Ku, and it pulls up this page that says Esther Ku masturbating at the end of a podcast. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's a page that says Esther Ku masturbating at the end of a podcast.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it won't let me tag your real page. It keeps auto-tagging that other weird page that some creepy person made, obviously. Obviously, that's supposed to you, right? Obviously?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. That's weird. Yeah, that's why I got off of Facebook. I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah, you just have your
because it's like centralized.
It's totally trying to control.
We need a decentralized Facebook is what we need.
How would that work? Isn't that Twitter though?
That would be like a social media where we get all of Mark Zuckerberg's money split between all of us. Right?
Like we get profits, right?
Yes. So, no, but the thing is about the client-server relationship is that, like, crypto is peer-to-peer.
Yeah,
right?
You and I control it.
Yeah, and that's, like, everybody has a check and balance. It's more democratized.
Yeah, it's like if I send you money...
He didn't use that word, democratized, but this is almost as true of a democracy as you can get.
Because the people are in control, not the central bank.
Yeah, so...
Like, I send you money, and you get the money, and that's it. It's like there's no middleman.
Well, there's just no person above us. You know, we're almost like all on the same level. It's not like anybody's above us who's gonna tell us, you know, you have to pay all these fees. You know what the banks do? They figured out a way that, like, when you're near your overdraft account, let's say you have $100 left in your bank account. And if you're like inching closer and closer to that, they'll reverse the transactions so that they'll charge you multiple $25 fees.
Oh my gosh. That's like totally corrupt.
Yes. Even though you might have made the smaller transaction
first, right?
Right. Yeah. And then they should tell you, but they don't give a fuck.
All they care about is getting their money.
It's like banks are like the type of parents who just never gave a shit about you. You know? And it's time to finally emancipate yourself and just
go off on your own.
Divorce your parents and go to the treehouse and put your money in the treehouse.
And get the crypto treehouse.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of using crypto as a currency, did you hear about Germany?
I did. Did you hear about Germany?
Oh wait, maybe we heard different things. Maybe we heard different things. What did you hear?
No, we probably heard the same thing.
Okay. So, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Germany announced that it's not going to be taxing people who use cryptocurrency as a currency. So, if I go to Germany and I go to the Biergarten and I buy a beer...
Yes.
That's a really bad German accent. And I go to the Biergarten with Esther, then I won't be taxed if I use Bitcoin or Ether or other cryptocurrencies.
You won't be taxed if you use crypto.
To buy it. But if I use fiat /
you're taxed.
Yeah, the euro, then I'm taxed.
Yo, so Germany,
is that what you heard?
Yeah, along those lines. Germany is providing an incentive to use crypto for businesses to use crypto.
Yes.
Because, you know what? These Europeans, they're just cool and they're just on the cutting edge of technology.
They get it.
There's a pen company that was born in Germany called Rotring. And they have very, like, futuristic pens. And I used to sell pens, so I carried that line. But you know what? Germany, no, for real, it's called Rotring. And Germany is, you could probably say, is on the cutting edge of technology.
They're on the cutting edge of pens and money.
Well, yeah, their pens surpassed everybody else's pens. They had like...
Do they have rollerball pens? Were they like rollerball ink pens?
Well, I mean, yeah, they had rollerball, ballpoint, and fountain. But like, just the design on the exterior of the pen was just really cool. Like, they were just funky. They were techie, actually.
Which is kind of weird for a pen, because when you think of pen, you think of old school, not tech, right?
Yeah.
Like technology, you think of like computers and iPads and stuff like that.
But actually, Germany, like their pen, if you base it off of their pens, then like I like basing a country's like technological level off of what their pen design looks like.
What is an American pen design? A Bic?
Yeah, paper made. Cool. It's just very basic.
Boring. Basic.
It's just
basic, bitch.
It's really basic.
Basic, bitch.
Well, it's just also like mass produced. Like let's
make money.
Make like tons of these cheap little 2-cent pens and sell them for 99 cents and just.
German pens are like really high quality.
Whereas Germans and Europeans, they're more used to recycling.
Yeah. And
carrying a water bottle around and carrying bags to the grocery store instead of using plastic and being really wasteful because our country is really wasteful.
Well, go Germany. I give Germany 2 thumbs up for not taxing people that use crypto for purchases.
Yes. That's awesome. I think that's what I think I wrote Germany down here. Did I? No, but I read about that.
I think that's just one of the coolest crypto news to come out this week.
Have you heard about Liechtenstein?
No, but that's a funny word.
Well, it's a tiny country. Liechtenstein actually is the first country to has the first bank to sell cryptocurrency directly to their customers.
Totally awesome. Their bank is with it. They get it.
Right. Their bankers in Liechtenstein are just smarter than the ones here.
I think
here, like Chase is like, boo-hoo, don't get it. Like, American banks are bullies.
Okay.
Right? Chase is like, don't get into crypto, and they'll send you letters like, if you buy crypto with your account, we'll have to terminate your account.
Okay, let's talk about Chase. I'm so glad you brought it up. So, we talked about this, I think, on episode 2 or 3. Right off the bat, Jamie Dimon's like, Bitcoin is a scam. Then he goes back 2 weeks later and says Bitcoin is legit. Now, guess what he's saying about Bitcoin and crypto?
It's a scam again?
No. He actually admitted in a public forum that cryptocurrency is a threat, a legitimate threat to traditional banking. So he finally admitted.
Yeah, because banking is the biggest industry in the world. Who else makes more money than bankers? Yes. Who else do you know who are richer than anybody else? It's the bankers.
Well, he finally admitted. This is huge. This is a huge CEO of a multinational corporation saying that crypto is a threat to his business. So, from a month ago saying it was a Ponzi scheme and a scam, then going, okay, it's legit currency.
That's like being
and
on
now
like,
saying,
that's like being on a flag football team and like the 80-year-old guy is like, hey, that's not fair that 17-year-old kid has all these muscles. He's a threat to me. It's like, yeah, you're about to die. So your glory days are over.
You're
and
like, your glory days are over, Grandpa.
You took all our money and you molested us, Grandpa. So stop saying it's a threat because you're just showing your weakness.
Well, this is the first time he's saying it's a threat, which is a big deal. From saying that it's a Ponzi scheme to actually saying that it's a legitimate threat to his business, that's huge. That's like huge.
Yeah, somebody said dark web cash, cryptocurrency back in the day. You know, people use that as a way to like knock
crypto.
But that's how technologies evolve because who like
the internet was the dark web back in the day.
Well, they predicted that, and they were like, the internet is evil, and guess what? Everybody uses it now.
But before everyone was using it, just coders...
To download porn.
Just coders and programmers and, like, people in the military were using the internet before it became mainstream.
Not me. The porn industry barely makes money off of me. I mean, not even barely. I just don't. I don't consume porn. I don't purchase porn online. I'm not their target market.
That's how you... And don't... If you're looking at your crypto wallet, don't look at porn as the next site because hackers might be able to phish you.
Oh, use your separate computer when you're buying crypto.
Yeah, or like don't look at porn like right after because there's a lot of like hackers and stuff that can use porn.
Well, because they'll just flash a picture of some tits or ass and get you to click there, and that's how you get a virus on your computer.
Yeah.
Right? So you gotta use a separate computer.
Well, or like you can use a secure, it's called VPN, which is like, yeah.
Use a secure VPN because who has two computers? Except for
Rich
us.
people.
So, yeah, these banks are like, wah, wah, wah.
I'm glad Jamie Dimon's scared. He is so annoying saying, oh, crypto's a scam. And now he's like, okay, it's a legitimate risk to my business. It's like, yeah, it's a legitimate risk to your business because it's the internet of money.
The internet of money. I know, people, that's what I was saying, like, when people say it's the dark web of the internet, like, that's how technologies evolve, though. Like, who wants something more badly than drug addicts? Like, when you're a drug addict, and you have no other resources, you're calling your drug dealer, and they're not picking up the phone, or they went to jail, or who knows what, and you're just in a bind. Of course, the drug addicts and the prostitutes of the internet have paved the way. They were the first bird in the V. And that's how crypto kind of, like a lot, back when crypto first came out, those are the first people who, like...
Yeah, well, the Silk Road.
Crypto. And so there's actually a lot of people who are accidentally rich from buying drugs.
From doing drug dealing?
Yeah,
we do not
most
advocate
of my
drug dealing.
So that's how people, like... That's how new technologies come about, though, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of outliers...
Like, look at Periscope. Periscope is a legitimate cam girl thing.
It started as a cam girl thing?
Well, no, it didn't. But, like, cam girls were periscoping in a different app or different format.
We're crypto cam girls.
Before comedians were. You know?
We're crypto cam girls.
No, so when I started periscoping, people were like... Oh, like Kevin Brennan was like, oh, she's just like a cam whore.
You are a cam whore. Cam whore.
And I'm like, I don't even know what that is because I don't consume porn. Because I have an imagination. Oh!
Hello! Snap.
So, like, I didn't even know what a cam whore was because I don't watch cam girls.
I'm scared of internet porn because every time I like try to look at it. So, okay, you know how we were talking about how Facebook like auto generates what you see? Like I'll go on there. I'm like very innocent right? And I like to look at innocent stuff.
Innocente. We're both innocent.
I'm innocent,
I was
right?
in the National Honor Society.
And then
I'm on the honor roll.
All of a sudden, I'll try to look at porn, and then like something scary, watch this girl take 5 D's up the B. I'm like, ah!
You're so innocent. You can't even say 5 dicks up the butt.
I'm like, D's up the B. Ah!
And when I'm watching porn, I just like
scary.
I just hold my crotch like, oh my god, that must hurt so much.
I know. And I've actually met
you know those videos Korean girls try American barbecue for the first time?
No.
There's all these videos like that go viral on YouTube that have that, but they should do like Korean girl watches porn for the first time.
Instead of like amateur, like her first video. It's like her first video, but it's like her first time watching it, and she's like, oh my god, what's going on?
That happened to me in college.
Anyway, so I don't know how I got topic. It's scary.
Well, this one guy tried to get me like put on Boogie Nights when I didn't really want to watch it, and he like forced me to watch Boogie Nights in his frat room. And I saw like a huge penis, or no, it wasn't just Boogie Nights. They were watching Boogie Nights in the living room, and then he put on like porn in his bedroom. God. Yeah.
You got Harvey Weinstein.
I have a Me Too moment, and I don't even know his name.
Hashtag Me Too.
So I can't even find him now.
Well, anyway, I don't like when they just show random stuff. Okay, sorry, back to news. Oh, Overstock. Overstock.com has been taking crypto for over 3 years.
Yeah, we discovered that on the very first episode.
Correct. However, now they're in hot water because the SEC is investigating them and their crypto usage.
Oh, shit, because they haven't been paying taxes?
I don't know if they've been paying taxes or what, but basically they're trying to
Overstock is shady!
No, because Overstock was like ahead of the curve, right? As soon as crypto came out, they're like, we're going to take crypto. So that's awesome.
I know, that was so surprising, that first episode when we were like, who takes crypto? And we were expecting like little mom and pop shops, like a little motorcycle store here and there. And here's like Overstock.
Correct. So I guess there's like big news the past 2 days. They're saying that like the SEC and FINRA is like investigating them. I don't think they did anything shady. They were just ahead of the curve. But the problem with crypto is that there's certain laws that were passed after the fact.
The government people are just so straight-laced. They assume that if you buy crypto, you're just shady.
I don't think Overstock's shady.
I mean, how do they get all those couches for such a low price? They have to be shady. They're in the sofa mafia.
So I don't think anything bad's gonna come out of this.
What if 2020 did an expose on Overstock.com and like freaking Barbara Walters went over there and was like, so how do you get these for so cheap? How do you get all these rugs?
How do you get all these rugs?
How do you get all these rugs and curtains for like dirt cheap prices and then sell them? You know?
Well, I think this is kind of a good thing. Like, even though Overstock's like kind of scared, I think it's a good thing because it's a legitimate company. And once they find out that Overstock hasn't been doing anything shady, maybe more businesses will take crypto.
Slim Shady. Yeah, I think more websites should take crypto. Like they don't understand that that's
they don't understand. And imagine Overstock. They started taking crypto 3 years ago. Even if they just held their crypto, it's like it probably is worth so much money now.
Yo, I just saw a headline that said 50 Cent says I'm not a Bitcoin millionaire.
50 Cent said that?
Yeah.
Were people thinking he was the Bitcoin? Oh yeah, because he took money. He took Bitcoin.
He took Bitcoin for his album release like 4 years ago, and he has.
So was that like a rumor? It's not true, right?
Well, now he's saying that he isn't a Bitcoin millionaire.
I think he's lying.
Probably because we're in a dip.
Maybe he was a Bitcoin millionaire and then it went down.
He was a Bitcoin millionaire and then it went down, and then like this week he's not a Bitcoin millionaire.
I wouldn't say we're in a dip though. It's recovered pretty good.
Yeah.
Right now, I think Bitcoin's at 10,000 plus and Ether is at 800 plus. So it's not at the bottom, but it's not back where it was.
We're in a little valley.
We're in a valley. Like, it's more like a plateau.
But whatever, you know what? Andres Antonopoulos, he never talks about the price. Like,
I think he just believes in the idea of it, not the money.
In this whole book,
like the investment.
There's not one sentence about how much a Bitcoin was when at the publication of this book. He never talks about like the price or the ups and downs. He only talks about how this is going to transform the world.
Yeah.
And because banking is the biggest industry in
It's
the
the biggest
world.
cartel.
And it's also...
It's like the mafia.
But you know how the banks have us so good is because they just have us hook, line, and sinker because it's so...
How else are you going to do your banking, right?
Well, it's so taboo to talk about money. And he talks about that here too, is that people don't talk about money. It's a dirty topic. It's not taught in school. Like, out of all the stupid subjects we sat through in school every single day, not once in math class did, you know, how to balance your checkbook,
how can I use the quadratic equation? How can I use the quadratic equation? I can't.
Somebody asked, how long are our tails? It's about 6 inches. So I gotta take my vitamins and have it grow.
How long are our tails?
Well, my tail's tucked inside of me right now.
As crypto becomes more mainstream, Esther and I will morph more into cats.
Well, maybe we should ask them, like, so are you guys invested in crypto? What are you guys holding? Did you buy? Did you sell? Have you been made fun of?
6 inches is pretty good. It is. It is. How come
you are? What have you purchased? And oh my god, you know, at that I went to a show at Nerd Melt.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Bitcoin ATM machine at Nerd Melt.
Is that the one you took a picture of and you were tweeting?
Yeah, in my Instagram.
Yeah.
I thought somebody said I still don't understand where and how to buy crypto.
Okay, so
we'll come back to Nerd Melt.
You can buy crypto on Coinbase, Bittrex, GDAX.
Well, obviously they're a beginner, so just point them to Coinbase.
Just go to Coinbase.
Go to Coinbase.com. You have to upload like your driver's license and either a credit card or a bank account number, and you could just buy.
Oh, so I want to mention something. So I don't know if any of you listened to my episode Out of the Box podcast where I had David Seaman. So David Seaman was... He's a big crypto junkie in the crypto world. He's been on... I know Alex Jones is like a crazy show, but he's been on Alex Jones talking about crypto and like other websites and TV shows and stuff. He was the one who told me about Ethereum. And he got a letter that he's getting audited by the IRS for his crypto.
What?
Oh my god!
No way!
Yeah, so that like scares me.
Did the IRS like listen to your podcast?
I don't know. So I follow him. He was on my podcast, Out of the Box, and then I follow him, and I got a letter from his newsletter that he's getting audited.
Oh my god! Maybe we should discontinue this podcast because I don't want to get audited. Right?
I thought you said you didn't sell. As long as you're holding, you're fine.
Well, they don't know that. What if they're one of the people watching this right now?
Okay, there's no reason for the IRS to audit you or me, Esther.
Can you please provide the link in a tweet?
Yes, we will provide the link in a tweet.
Yes, we will.
Esther, there's no reason for either of us to worry because as we said in episode 7...
Asians don't get audited.
In episode 7,
ABGA.
we would always declare everything to the IRS, right?
Yes. I always declare everything to the IRS. Well, my accountant does, you know? And he makes me go, like...
Do you have a Korean accountant or a Jewish accountant?
A Jewish one.
Of course.
Duh.
She's so racist.
Why would I let a shady Korean accountant do my taxes?
Okay, so, like we mentioned before, if you sold crypto, please declare. We don't want you getting in trouble.
Meow. You cannot hold us legally responsible for any financial disasters you make.
No hodl-in.
Buy through debit card. Need to buy Bitcoin first. Yeah, they might not... Did we ever talk about that? How they're like cutting down on letting people buy crypto with credit cards?
We mentioned it briefly, but I think in an episode 6, but we didn't talk that much about it. It's like banned now, right? So before you could
use... Is it banned?
I think it's like illegal now.
What? Illegal? That's extreme. It was just like available like last week, I feel like.
I'll have to look it up, so don't...
I don't think it's illegal. I think they just...
A lot of credit card companies were blocking it. Like, they wouldn't let you.
Not mine.
So what did you hear?
I'm like, you know, I'm high up in my credit score.
She's like 800.
Yo, like my credit score is so high right now. It's just insane. So
You're a good girl.
My credit cards treat me like the VIP I am. So they wouldn't say like you can't buy crypto. I think it's the people.
Bitcoin. First.
I think it's the people who have like a hard time making their payments.
They can't buy crypto.
You know what I mean? Like the people they can't trust, they don't want to. But they could trust me.
Should I Google it?
I'm good.
While we're here, or should we go on?
Yeah, let's Google it.
Let's Google it. All right. Hello Kitty phone.
Do you have a Hello Kitty phone? Oh my god! By the way, there's this new app out there where people can talk to us individually. It's called. It just came out. Rosie,
what is
you're
it
not
called?
paying attention.
I'm looking up this.
It's called.
Can you buy crypto with credit cards? Like you asked me.
It's called Super Call. And let us know how much you would pay to have a one-on-one conversation with us about your crypto portfolio.
Okay. All right. You were right. I was wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. It's not illegal,
yeah.
But a lot of credit cards...
That sounded extreme. I felt like I would have heard about that.
But a lot of credit cards have blocked people.
Somebody said I would pay $1.
$1?
The minimum is 10. So you can charge from $10 to $10,000.
Okay, so how does the app work? Can we Periscope with people and talk to them? Like, how does it work?
No, it's like, so you have a fan base,
okay.
And people can call you, and you could basically do like a FaceTime with them.
One-on-one with everyone watching.
Well, I'm not charging. I'm talking to you right now for free, aren't I? You little piece of shit. But for people who want to, like...
have a one-on-one.
Have, like, maybe they don't want to write, like, their crypto mistakes in front of everybody in a public forum, like Periscope.
Okay.
You can download the Super Call.
And you have to pay.
Yeah.
So it's like a webinar.
It just came out 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's like a webinar or like a Google Hangout, right?
Or like a,
Yes, I'm going to the Bay Area this weekend. Actually.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I think I should
Where
go.
Are you performing?
Well, because everybody in San Francisco has crypto.
Oh yeah, like everyone.
Like everyone, right? So I was thinking of going to like a crypto meetup.
Are you going to perform at a show?
You were joking, Jesus. Yes, I am. I'm going to be doing shows up there, so check my website. All right.
Funny Ku or Esther Ku.com? Funny Ku?
Funny Ku, Ku in the Gang, and EstherKu.com all go to the same website.
FunnyKu.com.
Yes. Did you hear what Bill Gates said about crypto?
That it was like gonna kill people or something?
I don't know what he said, but I just saw a bunch of like reactions to it and people being pissed at Bill Gates.
Bill Clinton.
See, Bill Gates, how old is Bill Gates?
He's like 65.
Is he?
He's old.
He's old. How old? You guys must know. There's 158 people watching right now. How old is Bill Gates? Like, that's why... Obviously, crypto is a space where young people are thriving in.
Okay, I don't understand though, because he was pro-crypto like a month ago. Like, what happened?
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
He must be on his period.
He was one of the few people that in tech, well, like big names in tech.
Like, legit, men are getting periods now. Did you know that? Like, ever since the Women's March, men are just bleeding internally. Ever since the Me Too movement started,
they're just like, oh god.
They're just getting,
Okay.
Rosie is Vietnamese, I'm Korean, but I might be part Chinese too.
I might be part Chinese too. We need to do our 23andMe.
Yeah, I need to.
I'm 1/8
Bill Gates is 62 years old. Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you going to listen to a 62-year-old fart who's a billionaire? Or
are you going to listen to a bunch of people who are millionaires through crypto?
But the thing is, like, Andres never talks about, like, millionaire, billionaire, even though he's a millionaire, because he's gotten so many crypto
Because
donations.
he's so passionate about it. He doesn't care about the money part. He's just passionate about spreading the word on crypto.
Yeah. Well, he believes in the technology, and he's doing a lot to further it. And
yeah.
If you know Andres, ask him to do our show.
Andres, you have to be on the Hello Crypto Kitty podcast, and we will make you wear ears.
And you can't whip out your tail. Here's a quote from Andres Antonopoulos. It is a reworking of the societal systems of organization that have failed us.
Ooh.
Damn! Take that, banks! Andres 1, banks 0.
Okay, and don't you think so many people have seen that banking is kind of a scheme too because of what happened in the crash of 2008 and 2009? People were like, we can't trust banks.
Isn't it funny to hear the word crash and like a 2000 year? Right?
But it's true. It's like a lot of people trusted banks and they got screwed. They got screwed out of their retirement money.
Just like a lot of people trusted their abusive parents. and like kept coming home to them every single night. Why? To be abused by them. But you don't
have to be abused.
You don't even recognize that it's abuse.
You don't have to be abused. Invest in crypto.
You don't even realize that it's abuse because you've just accepted that as the norm.
Well, that's what everyone has accepted banking as the norm, right?
Yes.
Like normal banking. Unless you have like really, 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 really bad banking stuff, then you go to a check cashing place. Somebody
said, it's time to say meow. And what are your thoughts on Bitcoin Cash?
Meow.
If you're new to crypto, where can you invest? I would start at Coinbase if I were you. And watch like some videos about it.
How do I feel about crypto cash? I mean, Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash.
That's Roger Ver, right?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a Bitcoin Ether. I really like altcoins.
Yeah, we're kind of indifferent on Bitcoin Cash. So next question.
Okay.
I like those movies where like the people go like this. Like Keanu Reeves is like, what will I have for breakfast today? Can't wait till I could do that. I would like to have eggs Benedict with a side of spinach, please, and a fresh squeezed orange juice.
What movie are you talking about?
I don't know, just any futuristic movie. How strong are Joey's edibles? Okay, I don't know whether to believe him when I do Joey Diaz's podcast. Like, he gives me these edibles and he's like, yeah, this is 250 milligrams. And then I ate like half the star.
How did you feel?
Like super, super high. But they're super strong. Sometimes, I don't know, I shouldn't have eaten so many.
Does Joey know about crypto? Should we, the Crypto Kitties, visit the Church of What's Happening Now? With their ears?
Yes, so I should call him up, see how he's doing.
I'll text him.
Yes.
Okay, so BlackRock. Have you heard of BlackRock Investment Group?
What is that?
So BlackRock Investment Group is one of the biggest private investment groups on Wall Street. Not private, they have public funds too. But they are pro crypto and they're very bullish on it. They just released a statement saying that they think crypto is going to go way up and that they're investing a large amount in crypto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
BlackRock. Yeah, but the thing is, people think crypto is like stocks. And we should tell them how it's not. How it's much more than it's much more than an investment. It's much more than a currency. It's a whole new technology.
Well, I think that's what confuses people because they hear currency and they're like, okay, cryptocurrency, where can I spend this? Like, it's like money, right? But then it has a value to it, like stocks, like an investment. It can go up. So people get a little bit...
I thought you said stocks.
Stocks.
And I was like, my stocks just get dirtier over time. They never get better.
So I think that's what confuses people is they're like, is it a currency? Is it an asset? That's what they get confused by.
Yeah.
It's kind of both though. That's what's weird.
Right. Well, it's...
Because the value of money doesn't go up. Like if you have $1, it's just like $1. It doesn't go up like the way stocks go up. But crypto does go up. That's what confuses people.
Right. It is confusing to people also because like stocks are based off of a company's performance. And they're like, well, what is crypto based off of? Right? People love saying that. What is the crypto based? We have gold. We have gold. What is crypto based off of? And they don't understand. They just cannot, like, their minds are just so, like, rat-sized small that they cannot fathom. They cannot fathom that this technology could just be a huge breakthrough.
I know, but
or more than just banking. Like, people will be using blockchains for a lot of things.
Okay, so... To explain, you can use blockchain for other things, not just purchasing the way we were talking about money. So, for example, Ethereum does smart contracts. So, smart contracts are a way to verify...
It's like your smartphone, right?
It's a way to verify a transaction without that third-party intermediary, like Esther's talking about. So, let me give you an example. Esther has a house, and I want to buy Esther's house. Back in the old school days...
It's not Esther, it's Esther Ku.
Ether Ku coin. So, I want to buy Esther's house. So, back in the day, you would have to go to the bank, the third-party intermediary, and get a bank loan. With Ethereum, it does smart contracts. So, instead of doing the loan paperwork, you can just do a direct Ethereum purchase, and it would validate with the smart contract. I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
So, you don't need the bank even to get a loan. Isn't that crazy?
I know. I'm telling you, it's like emancipating yourself from your parents. You have complete freedom now, and you're not gonna need them anymore. You thought you needed them, and the banks are just going to wither away. Anyway, we were reading comments, but I was talking about the Bitcoin machine at Nerd Melt.
Yeah, did you look at it? Did you mess with it?
Okay, so I did an Instagram story. Follow me on Instagram at Esther Ku. And I did an Instagram story because I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I see one of these machines. Usually I see those pictures online.
Yeah.
Right? And so you could like buy, it says buy Bitcoin here. And I was so shocked. 5 minutes after I did that Instagram thing, this guy comes and he puts $1,000 into the machine.
Really?
Yes!
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I didn't want to like put him on my Instagram story because I don't like, I'm not like a douchebag Instagrammer like that. Like I don't
just like recording random people.
I don't like sit at airports and zoom in on people and like make fun of them on my phone. I don't want. Yeah, I don't do that. Sweet. But I only make fun of my friends. So this guy was putting in 20s.
How did you know it was $1,000? Or it just looked like 1,000?
It looked like $1,000 because he just was there for like, he was there for a good 10 minutes and he's just looking around and people, like and I was sitting on a couch because there's a couch right by there.
By the Bitcoin ATM, right? Is it an ATM?
It's like it says buy Bitcoin here. So it's kind of like this machine. I'm just looking at this guy and I was so exhausted from like traveling that I normally would have said something to him.
But you're like just tired.
I was just like so tired. I was like, I'm not going to even start a conversation. But I was looking at him and I wanted to be like, yo, you could just go to a website and just buy it. But I probably wouldn't have been able to change his mind because people like that are stubborn.
Yeah, but at least he's getting in and he's buying crypto.
I thought it was just so funny. I'm like, you must be getting charged like tons of fees. Yeah, the fees must be insane.
We need to go to Shark Tank and make a CryptoKitties ATM.
Oh my god.
8% interest.
You know what? Mark Cuban follows me on Twitter. What up, Mark? And he said positive things about crypto. Yeah. And I wonder Kevin O'Leary probably has negative things to say about crypto. Because
Mark Cuban is really open-minded though.
Yeah. Yeah. Mark Cuban is, I don't know. Well, Kevin O'Leary, he's really judgmental and he makes fun of everybody, which I love. Like without Kevin O'Leary, that show wouldn't be as good. But I feel like he would be skeptical on crypto. I wonder what his thoughts are.
I feel like Mark Cuban has talked about crypto in the past, though. Like, he's either tweeted about it or talked about it. Because I feel like I associate him with the crypto world. Like, as crypto.
Mark Cuban?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So, somebody commented, they said, I sell my bud in crypto. Well, if you do, let us know how we can get some.
Yeah,
well,
sponsor us.
Not us, maybe just me.
You have your shirt on.
Yes. Legalize it. Legalize it. All right, cool. What else?
Oh, okay. So there's a company, a Japanese e-commerce company called Rakuten. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's basically like the Japanese Amazon. And
Rakuten?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they are not only pro-crypto, they're actually launching their own crypto.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, if Amazon was smart, they would just launch their own crypto. Like
they're basically like the Japanese, like Amazon. They're a huge e-commerce website in Japan. Japanese people in Japan, crypto's legal. There's no issue with it. Like they love it. Like the government's not against it. Nothing. Like Japanese people are like they just know what's up.
They just are on the cutting edge.
They're on the cutting edge.
Yo,
Japan and Germany.
Japan, Germany, South Korea. I'm telling you, these people know what's up.
They do.
If Amazon was smart.
Yeah. If Amazon was smart. Jeff Bezos, get your smack together.
No, I'm not Japanese for the 100th millionth time in this country. I get that the most.
That you're Japanese?
Yeah. Like, are you Japanese? Are you Japanese?
No, she's
like, not. out of 10 times people ask me what I am, I'd say 7 or 8 out of 10 would be, are you Japanese?
That's crazy. She's not Japanese.
I'm not Japanese. But, however, the Japanese...
She's a cat.
The Japanese did rape and pillage the Koreans.
So you might be part Japanese.
I need to do Ancestry.com.
You might be Japanese. You're like, I'm not Japanese. We do the 23andMe and you are Japanese.
I might be Japanese. Who knows? So,
Her grandma might have been a comfort lady.
I don't know Japanese. Ohayo gozaimasu, that's all I know. Because...
And arigato?
You know, because you just learn,
arigato.
Like when I lived in Queens,
konnichiwa.
On my way home, I would pass this Irish bar, and every time I like walked by and there were all these drunk Asians in front of it, and they didn't know what I was,
konnichiwa.
So they would say like konnichiwa, and I'd be like, no, like annyeonghaseyo. I'm like, yeah. They try every greeting.
Do you know how to say hi in Vietnamese?
No.
Ciao.
Ciao?
Yeah, just like Italian.
Oh.
That's how you say Vietnamese. Ciao.
Oh, that's why Vietnamese are like the Italians. You guys are shady motherfuckers. Alright. Here's another quote from Andres that I like that I wrote down.
She's in love with him.
No, I just respect him and I think he's smart. The internet is the world's largest economy. It is the first transnational economy and it needs transnational currency.
Oh.
I thought that was a great quote from the book, right? The internet is the world's largest economy. It's true. How many times have you bought something on eBay and it was shipped to you from China?
But not just that, like I saw this interview with Jack Ma, who's the CEO of Alibaba, and he was saying, like, back in the day, if you were like in rural China, you were just like stuck in rural China. But in rural China now, you can order stuff from all over the world and have it shipped to you in like 72 hours. So like the internet's like totally changing everything, right?
Yes.
So like now with crypto, it's going to revolutionize that part of the internet.
It will. Well, it just makes everybody closer.
Yeah, there's like one big community.
There's no more borders anymore. You could just... And Borders bookstore.
There's no more Borders
Amazon was like... I haven't seen a Borders bookstore in a while.
I haven't either.
I think they went bankrupt.
I think they did too.
I think they're hanging out with Blockbuster in a Motel 6.
Yeah, and you know who else is going to be hanging out with them soon? Chase Bank! Oh, take that, Jamie Dimon, you're going down!
You say that as if you have, like, personal issues with him.
I do have personal issues with him.
Like, as if you guys had, like, a fling and he
You're going down, Jamie Dimon! You're going down, big banks! Federal Reserve going down! Crypto revolution, baby!
Crypto will never replace credit cards. You know, one thing about credit cards that I will miss if credit cards goes away are the points. Like, you get 3% back on dining, 3% back on, like, flight purchases and stuff like that. Like, there's... That doesn't exist in the crypto world.
I don't think credit cards are going to go away because I don't think crypto is competition for credit cards. It's more competition for banks, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
It's like credit card is like different than like a bank, like a debit card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Crypto's more like a debit card.
It's not like credit cards will go away necessarily.
Yeah, people are still gonna use credit cards.
Yeah,
just like Apple Pay. Like Apple Pay came and like people didn't get rid of credit cards.
Yeah, but eventually, like you'll just go to a store and you just go to Target. You want to buy something, you just scan your phone. Like when you have your mobile.
Oh my god, our phones are gonna be like even more like important. Like don't ever lose your phone.
Like people will get. I wonder if people have already done this.
The microchips?
No, they'll get their QR Bitcoin code scanned onto their arm,
like a tattoo.
Like a tattoo. And then when they go pay for something, they're at CVS and they're like, "Please scan your CVS rewards card." And they're like this, and then they go.
That's scary. That's like that movie Out of Time or whatever.
But I bet I can do a scavenger hunt this weekend in San Francisco, and I could find somebody with a QR code of their Bitcoin address on their arm.
You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna be like in crypto world. San Francisco's like crypto world.
I know. It's always good to hang out in San Francisco because those
Where's
people,
your show?
It is at Federation Brew on Saturday.
Okay, don't forget to go watch her.
Yes, I'm also gonna be in Miami March 15th at Clive's Cafe. It's an amazing Jamaican restaurant.
Yeah.
Which are making me crazy. Somebody asked what's your second favorite country after the US?
I like France.
You like France?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's beautiful and I just feel like it's like romantic and like I like their social welfare programs, like they have healthcare and stuff like that. So I just think France.
So if you were to live in another country, you would go to France?
Yeah, but I would have to stop doing stand-up because I don't speak French that well. I feel like my jokes
you would have to learn French.
I would have to learn French. I feel like my jokes would not translate.
Like when my parents came here, they just learned English. Like I don't think they took English in Korea.
Yeah, my parents didn't take English classes.
I mean, if they did, they haven't told me because they don't tell me anything.
What's your favorite country?
I like Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica me crazy.
I like palm trees and I like the tropics, so somewhere tropical. But if I would
Is that where you like Miami because it's tropical?
If I would live in what other countries do I like? Because I like Canada, but it's too cold.
Yeah, too cold. Sorry,
too cold.
Canada.
But Canada is cool.
Canada's cool though.
Canada's cool as fuck.
Yeah, their personality, like as a personality, as a country, is like can really lay back.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have to go to more countries.
Do you guys want to pay for us to go to different countries? Crypto Kitty tour?
Yeah.
International tour?
Oh my god. If you live near like a venue, we can go play it.
Yeah.
You know? We could do music venues and do comedy there because we're stand-up comedians. We have a lot of new people today.
Hi, new people.
Hello, new people. Welcome to Hello Crypto Kitty. It is
Esther Ku, Rosie Tran.
A podcast about cryptocurrency. So, what else is happening? Bill Gates, we have that.
I did all my news.
You did?
News?
Let's take questions then.
Okay, questions.
Well, I was reading in this book also, The Internet of Money. I highly recommend it, but you could also, I'll show you a page from this book. You see that? Every chapter is basically a YouTube talk that Andres already gave. You know? So this is just a transcript. It's a manuscript. Have you used that word manuscript before?
No.
Oh my god. I used to use the word manuscript all the time because my church would print out manuscripts of the
Bible?
Of the Sunday sermon. And then that's why the pastor's ego was so big, because they would print these out and then they would pass them out to the congregation.
And they would use the word manuscript. I'm passing around my manuscript.
Yeah, and that's what a manuscript was. So,
any questions? Any crypto questions?
somebody said someone should do a manuscript of this scope. Now, come on.
Aww.
You're taking it too far.
That's sweet.
So, what else is going on in crypto?
In a lot of the fish in crypto, you just gotta predict the current. A lot of fish in crypto, you
Are
gotta...
you girls lesbians? No.
No, we're kitty cats. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
nurse.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Well, are lesbians? Are cats lesbian?
No.
No, right?
They get it. They get in heat
they
and have
they
sex
have
with
sex.
each other.
Oh yeah. I
Have
used
sex
to.
with each other.
My apartment had stray cats around my apartment once, and
What
they would just meow, and be in heat all night, because they're probably getting fucked, or they're probably humping a pipe or something. Somebody said, "What is this?" Well, this is our 8th episode of Hello Crypto Kitty. It's a podcast about cryptocurrency. Have you not? See, let's talk to them as if they've never heard of crypto.
Bitcoin, altcoin, Ethereum.
Some people have never heard of crypto. Can we see your shoes, please? Okay, cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a new technology. It's just awkward because new people keep coming in, right? But cryptocurrency is a new technology
that the internet
allows you
money.
To break up with your bank because you've been in an abusive relationship with your bank. And
too many fees.
They've been charging you fees up the wazoo. Or if you've ever sent money to anybody in another country through Western Union, they charge you 9%.
Bend over.
9%.
Bend over and take it.
And they're sending money to the poorest countries in the world. And these people have no conscience.
Basically, cryptocurrency is a democratization of money.
Cryptocurrency is the answer to Occupy Wall Street.
Oh.
It's the solution to Occupy Wall Street.
That's a good point.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's a really good.
It's the solution because
she's really smart, guys.
Well, what can we do when the government only keeps helping out people like the banks
and the super rich, right?
When the farmers were in a recession, Ronald Reagan didn't give a shit. He was just I don't think it's all farmers who went bankrupt, and I don't think they're all doing bad, even though a lot of farmers just went through financial ruin. And the government did nothing to help them. These are farmers. How are we supposed to eat without farmers? But yet, they take care of the bankers.
Well, the government is in bed with the big banks. That's what scares me about government regulation.
When you say in bed, do you think they're fucking?
Yeah, totally fucking.
Like, yeah. Like, who's fucking who?
Well, so, it depends. There's, like, a lot of different mistresses. Like, Marco Rubio's fucking NRA, for sure.
Yeah, they said, who's the top? Yeah. So, the government is... Like, does the government give
taking it up the ass
to the bankers? Or do the
bankers are giving it up the ass
do
to
the bankers
government.
suck the government's dick? Which way? Are they 69ing? Like, can we just clarify things for everybody? Because I, for one, have questions.
I think the government takes it up the ass from the banks. And that's why the Fed and the Federal Reserve have so much power. They're like, bend over. Government. Yeah. Take it. And that's why, after the big crash, the government...
The banks own the government.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. And that's why the banks got huge bailouts in the recession. And the average Joe.
Someone's eating booty in this scenario. Yeah, the government, like Marco Rubio is licking Jamin... What's his name? The Chase guy?
Jamie Dimon.
Jamie Dimon. Marco Rubio is licking Jamie Dimon's balls. Jamie Dimon is teabagging Marco Rubio. Could be right at this moment right now as we're live on Periscope. Make sure you follow me on Periscope and you can follow us.
Yeah, so we have a website. We have a website, hellocryptokitty.com or hellocryptokitties.com. It goes to the same place. Also, Esther is on Twitter at funnycuckoo.
Yes.
And I'm at Funny Rosie. We're so funny.
Oh, I just posted a new podcast episode for my other podcast.
Oh!
Ku in the Gang with Juan Garcia.
Oh, I totally saw your super racist picture.
What picture? Oh. Maybe that's why he didn't retweet me.
I was like, what is this racist picture?
I took it from the movie Coco.
I know, I saw that. He like photoshopped his head.
I photoshopped his head on a Coco body. But he told me this sad story about how his parents sent him to Mexico when he was 8.
Aww.
Because they were getting a divorce.
That's kind of weird. Usually you're in Mexico and you send your kid to the U.S.
I know.
They're really trying to get rid of him.
I know. He needs to get emancipated from his parents. But like they couldn't afford to take care of him. And I'm like, but what about your siblings? And he's like, they stayed. And I was like, what?
Maybe he was just really bad and they just like sent him back.
Oh, pobrecito. So anyway, Juan Garcia is a hilarious comedian and I had him on my other podcast, Ku in the Gang. So check that out.
Yeah, we have a lot of podcasts. I have a podcast called Out of the Box. We have our podcast, Hello Crypto Kitty.
I was thinking maybe because he must look like his dad.
And his mom's like, I can't stand to be around you.
When his mom was getting a divorce from his dad, it was like anything that reminded her of
like,
him.
You need to go to Mexico.
Was like, you need to go to Mexico. But
I bet if the world's best Bitcoin expert came on Periscope, the viewers would... Oh, it disappeared.
That comment was too long, sorry, we couldn't read it.
But what is this? Guys, okay, I'm not going to continue answering these questions. So you have your show coming up in the Bay Area. I have a show this week. It's probably at the Ice House, but it's probably going to be released after.
I'm at the Ice House in Pasadena, March 8th.
We should go to the Ice House together. Why are we never on shows together?
Oh, let's book shows.
Yeah, we need to book shows together. And
like,
do our kid
where do you guys live? Let's ask them where they live. So
where do you live?
We'll go where like we have the most people.
Yeah, where do you guys live?
What city do you guys live near? What's the biggest metropolitan area in your area?
Los Angeles. Great,
LA.
You come to our show. Austin.
Alright, come to the Ice House next week.
Toronto.
Where are you from? I'm from Chicago.
LB, Canada.
She's from
There's a lot
Nolly.
of Canada people.
Canada. Oh.
Pyongyang. Oh. You can go.
What time is it over there? Go to bed.
Just ignore me.
This is the first time I've watched you.
Good. Follow.
We're about to, if you're in California, St. Louis.
Estonia. Ooh.
Estonia. I went there this morning.
Do any governments accept Bitcoin to pay for taxes? Arizona. I know that's not a country, but Arizona, right?
Arizona is a country.
Arizona said you could pay for your taxes with Bitcoin.
Rochester. Kuwait. Ooh. Go to bed. What time is it over there? It must be 4 a.m.
Okay. Too many random places for us to go. But If you guys want to see us,
Minnesota,
go to your local comedy club and request
Pennsylvania.
us.
I love Pennsylvania. I've been to State College, Philly, Pittsburgh.
Who let you in, Trump or Obama?
All right. So, who let me in?
You were born here. We're both born here, jerk.
Yeah, you asshole. Fuck you.
She's wearing an American flag t-shirt.
Yes, and it's made of marijuana. So yes. So yeah. Let's book a show.
Yeah, we need to do a show together.
Let's do a show in LA because we're both here. And there are some people who are in LA. So yeah, let's do a show here somewhere.
The last show we did together was Red Band show like 3 years ago.
Yeah, let's do a show together and let's promote it. And whoever's here can come. You can fly here, whatever. So
she's an emoji. Emoji, yeah. Okay.
Yes, y'all. All right. Well, yes, you can come to the show. Well, like we have separate shows right now, but we're gonna join forces, and we should just do a show together.
Yeah, we should, right?
Yeah. So you can come get made fun of by us if you sit in the front row.
If you are watching this podcast on YouTube, then click below to donate to the Hello Crypto Kitty Bitcoin wallet.
Somebody said, "Is it too late to buy Bitcoin?" No. People think that all the time. Like
it's too late, right? Like I missed the boat.
Oh man, I should have gone in. And it's not too late. Like this is still early.
Yeah, super early. A lot of people don't even know about it. A lot of people in this Periscope don't even know about it. They're saying, what is Bitcoin?
It's called Hello Crypto Kitty.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like there's people that are logging into this podcast right now that don't even know what cryptocurrency is.
Somebody said, why do I want to buy Bitcoin? Because you want to support the technology because there are 6 billion people in the world who do not have access to checking accounts and banking accounts. And those people are subject to whatever inflation their government imposes on their country. So
super corrupt.
By you getting into crypto, you will just help the adoption for the whole world to get on board. Yeah. Because Africa has that now and Venezuela's on board.
The democratization of money.
It's just giving power to the people. It's like, I guess this is not a good way to put it, but it's almost like the Uber of banking. Instead of
having to pay high taxi fees to the bank, the Federal Reserve, you're paying cheap, and you're paying to someone who's driving Uber and needs the money.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Not that taxi drivers don't need the money, but they were just
there was a taxi mafia.
There was just it's such a huge surcharge that taxis charge you when they pick you up. Yeah. So now it's almost like, all these technologies like Uber, Airbnb, where more power is given to the people. That's what crypto is. Yeah. That's what buying into Bitcoin is, right? So Uber has a very bad track record, bad comparison.
Okay, Lyft.
Okay.
She's just giving a metaphor!
In theory, theoretically, Uber has given jobs to lots of people.
Airbnb has a good rap, and it's taking money away from the Hiltons and putting it in the pocket of average Joes who do Airbnb. It's just a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
All right, so if you are interested in learning more about Bitcoin, you could get this book, The Internet of Money, by Andres Antonopoulos. Here's the Bitcoin Jesus himself right here.
Bitcoin Jesus.
So yeah, I'm gonna be at the Ontario Improv March 21st in Ontario, California.